pace, scoring a lot of points, shooting a lot of threes. But they've done a great job kind of kind of the new identity, for themselves and their program. They have great floor spacing, terrific guards, and Nick Boyd and John Blackwell. Their big guys can all shoot the ball and put the ball on the floor, and they're playing fast. So we got to get back. We got to try to limit their transition points and make it as difficult on those guards as we can.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
That's Chris Collins. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Claire. She loves her motorcycle, and she's learned to love the insects she encounters on her rides. She may not know the difference between a gnat and a mosquito at 55 miles per hour, but she does know one thing. It's always gross when one flies into her mouth. But she's so used to it that it's weird when it doesn't happen. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back with comprehensive and collision coverage from America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
What a finish. A perfect game ender. Even more, 10 Mile House at tmhevanston.com is the sweet spot for pre, during, and post-game revelry.
Steps from Welsh Ryan. They got it going on 7 days a week.
And Sunday brunch, you just can't beat it.
10 Mile House is stacked with awesome comfort food, tasty craft cocktails, and seasonal wine and beer.
I'm going with the house smoked barbecue.
It's a crisp brick oven pizza for me.
10 Mile is the reigning neighborhood spot. Go to tmhevanston.com to make a reservation today. That's tmhevanston.com. Go Wildcats.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or kohls.com for details.
Give your loved ones, friends, and colleagues a gift they'll be sure to make use of. Mouth-watering steaks from the Lynn's Shop. You can choose from an array of aged USDA prime steaks, roast seafood, and more. If you know someone who loves a good steak, why not treat them to some quality beef from Lynn's that will fill their stomach and their heart. Give the gift of premium beef at thelinnsshop.com and use code GOCATS for 20% off. Brought to you by Meats by Lynn's, the preferred partner of legendary steakhouses worldwide since 1963.
Stay local. Get Chicago's news first with Lisa Dent. Weekdays at 2 on WGN.
Getting set for Northwestern and Wisconsin here in Madison. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
It's Andy Mazer. We're your home for the Blackhawks, Northwestern football and basketball, the NFL, and Hampton OB. This is AM 720 WGN Chicago.
Couple other games tonight in the Big Ten in this series of conference openers. Late in the game, final 2 minutes at the barn. Minnesota leading 22nd ranked Indiana 65-62. UCLA at Washington later on. Here it's Northwestern and Wisconsin back with the starting lineups. We'll get it going next. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible boardings on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge credits and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
This is Wildcat Basketball presented by Wintrust, proudly leading the way towards better healthcare. It's countdown to tip-off. Here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Daniel Eifert performing our national anthem here at the Kohl Center. Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in-store or online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. Tonight's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. And the Northwestern basketball pregame show was presented by Wintrust. Now the starting lineups powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University athletics. For the Wildcats, the visitors, under head coach Chris Collins, same starting lineup tonight. In the front court, the reigning Big Ten scoring champ, Nick Martinelli, their leading scorer, currently fourth in the conference at 20.6 points a ball game. Trey Singleton, a 6'8 freshman from Jeffersonville, Indiana, averaging 7.6 points, just under 5 rebounds a game. And Arrington Page, 6'11", a junior from Atlanta, the Cats' second leading scorer, their leading rebounder. Page averaging 15.7 rebounds and shooting a team-leading 61%, seventh in the conference. A guard, Jaden Reed, a 5'10 junior from Westbury, New York. The Cats' assist leader, their third leading scorer, Jaden averaging just under 13 points, just over 6 assists a game to rank fourth in the conference. And Angelo Cherubino, a 6'6 sophomore from Mount Carmel, the Cats' fifth leading scorer, coming off a season-high 14-point performance against Oklahoma State on Thursday night. For the Badgers and head coach Greg Gard and forward Nolan Winter, a 7-foot junior from Lakeville, Minnesota, their leading rebounder and third leading scorer. Winter averaging 13.3 points, 10.1 rebounds a game, second in the conference, and shooting a team-leading 57%. At forward, Alexis Bieljauskas, a 6'10 freshman from Lithuania, making his first start here tonight. He's averaging about 3 points and 4 rebounds a game. At guard, Nick Boyd, a 6'3 senior from Gardnerville, New York, their leading scorer, 21 points a game, second in the conference. He's a transfer from San Diego State, and before that played at Florida Atlantic. At guard, Andrew Rohde, a 6'6 senior from Brookfield, Wisconsin, a transfer from Virginia. And John Blackwell, a 6'4 junior from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, their top returning scorer from a year ago, averaging 19 points a game, seventh in the Big Ten. Greg Gard, 218 wins in his 11 seasons here in Madison, 117 Big Ten wins, 11-5 against the Wildcats. Chris Collins making a second attempt for his 200th career win, 199 and 192. He is 6-15 against the Badgers. Our officials, Keith Kimball, DJ Carstensen, and Tim Comer. The 196th meeting between the Wildcats and the Badgers, their only scheduled meeting of the year. Wisconsin swept both meetings last season, winning 75-69 in Evanston, then winning in the second round of the Big Ten tournament, 70-63. Wisconsin has won 4 straight in the series, including Big Ten tournament wins 2 years in a row. The Wildcats swept both meetings in 2023. The last 7 meetings in this series have been decided by single digits. Cats in their purple traveling uniforms tonight. And the Badgers in their home whites in the Kohl Center, which seats just under 17,000. Considerably less than full, but the student section is jammed off to our right, area red, as they call it.
And they certainly amped up the noise here tonight, Dave.
Yeah.
The band and the music is loud, so good thing we have the headphones on. But the change in the starting lineup for the Badgers indicates to me that they're looking to try to exploit the Cats on the board. and realize that the Cats have had some trouble with their defensive rebounding in their prior contests.
So Page will jump against Winter. Nolan Winter last year, 9.4 points, 5.8 rebounds, tap controlled by Wisconsin. Picked up by Nick Boyd, who brings it left to right as we see it. We're on our way. Off to Winter. Looks to Blackwell at the Wisconsin logo. Guarded by Trey Singleton. They work it around to the left. There's Rhodey. Now, Bielyauskas off to Boyd. Shot clock down to 12. Return feed from Winter to Boyd, who drives to the basket. Gets inside. Blocked by Page. Boyd gets it back. He didn't hit the rim. He'll take a step back three. It's no good. Rebound, Martinelli.
Arrington Page starts out with a great block.
To the other end, Trey Singleton handling the ball. Now feeds Jaden Reed right point. Reed goes to work. Off to Singleton. Now Sherabino. Played by Rhodey out on top. Hard bounce to Reed. Little floater. Good. Jaden Reed with a short jumper, and the Wildcats are up 2-0.
Nice curl off the screen by Jaden Reed for the mid-range jump shot. Give the Cats a lead.
Bielyauskas looks for Rhodey on the left side. Rhodey now lobs to Winter. They work it around the perimeter. Hand off Blackwell. Sherabino on him. Blackwell back to Bielyauskas. He'll try a three. It's good. Bielyauskas hits the three. He was just 2 for 10 coming in, and Wisconsin leads 3-2.
He shoots the ball with such ease and with range at 6'10". Singleton's going to have to get up on him, make him put it on the floor.
There's Page, one dribble, hand off Sherabino, lobbing for Page for a layup. Nice job by Sherabino, finding the big man on the left block, and Northwestern leads 4-3. 3 points for Arrington Page, who had 22 against DePaul in the Cats' only other road game. Now here's Rhodey, picks up his dribble, hard bounce to a cutting Winter for a dunk. Driving down the lane, Winter on the receiving end for his first points. It's 5-4 Wisconsin. Now Reed gets a screen from Singleton, goes to Trey, jumper no good, rebound Winter. Had a good look at it. No look feed, spot up three is no good by Rhodey, and the rebound taken on the weak side. Singleton scoops it up, feeds Reed, weaves his way down the court. Now finds Singleton at the top. Return feed for Jane Reed right of the circle. Bielyauskas pokes at it, takes a three. It's wide left and out of bounds. 5-4 Wisconsin, 17:32 to go first half.
Jaden Reed with a rare bad miss from the three.
Reed coming in 43% from three.
And you could hear Chris Collins on the last possession of the Wisconsin Badgers yelling, "Get back," as they left Rhodey in transition right in the corner from the Cats bench, but he missed a shot.
There's Boyd working the ball up against Reed. Bielyauskas now back to the logo to Rhodey. Martinelli trying to stay with him, and now he's picking up by Page. They switch off to Blackwell. Blackwell from the left wing, driver to the basket. Ball pinballed around, deflected underneath off of Blackwell, and the Cats come away with it. Singleton works the ball up, driving to the basket, leans in, layup good, driving layup, Trey Singleton, and the Cats lead 6-5.
Nice aggressive move by Singleton, and that's what Chris Collins is looking for from the freshman.
Now at the other end, Blackwell sneaks in back door for an easy layup.
Yeah, Jaden Reed turned his head, and Blackwell with a nice back cut.
Well, this is getting interesting here. We've already had 5 lead changes. We've only played 3.5 minutes. Here's Page against Bielyauskas. Page gets a screen. Now looks around, gets to Sherabino, refeeds Page. Page on the left baseline, slipping a bit, goes up with a jump hook, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Wisconsin. They'll stay with the Wildcats.
Good hustle by Nick Martinelli once again, keeping the ball alive on the offensive glass. Throwing it off of Bielyauskas.
Bielyauskas goes out. And Austin Rapp, 6'10" sophomore from Australia, checks in. And now Cats almost turn it over. It's in the backcourt, up for grabs. It is a turnover. And the lob to Winter from Boyd for a dunk. And Wisconsin up 9-6. At the other, and here's Reed in the lane. Kicks left corner. Sheravino, the baseline drive. And he steps on the baseline and turns it over. So back-to-back turnovers. First, the steal by Boyd. And then Sheravino turns it over. That'll get us to our first timeout. Time for our Athletico Physical Therapy Injury Update. In pain, start with Athletico. Visit athletico.com to request your in-clinic or virtual free assessment. No new injuries to report for the Wildcats. Minnesota has thousands of trails for cross-country skiing, fat biking, snowshoeing, and snowmobiling. Minnesota's cross-country skiing trails offer more miles of skiing than the trek from St. Paul to the West Coast and offer 22,000 miles of groomed trails for snowmobiling. Learn more at exploreminnesota.com. Wisconsin leads Northwestern 9-6, 15:58 to go first half. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
PowerPlate, the official fitness technology partner of the Northwestern Wildcats, is a staple of Northwestern athletic training, but it's not just for elite athletes. PowerPlate's whole body vibration technology offers an incredible array of health benefits to people of all ages and fitness levels. Put simply, PowerPlate allows you to feel better, exercise smarter, and recover faster. Sound too good to be true? It's not. See for yourself at PowerPlate.com. Live like the Cats with PowerPlate.
Sometimes the thought of being in your warm and cozy home is what gets you through the day. But what happens when you get home and there is no heat? Who do you call for fast, reliable service? 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, you can consider it done when you trust the experts at ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Book your appointment today at 4abc.com and consider it done.
You're listening to Northwestern Wildcat Basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Cats fans, Northwestern trusts IAS branding with the Wildcats brand. Let IAS branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, be the solution for your branded merchandise and promotional products. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney from the Kohl Center in Madison. The Badgers have taken the lead 9-6 here, and the Wildcats gave up a bucket off a turnover, off a steal, and now they've turned it over again. Wisconsin ball as we come back here. And KJ Wyndham into the ball game for the Wildcats, replacing Angelo Sheravino. Nick Boyd brings the ball up for the Badgers. Left to right as we see it. Feeds Nolan Witter. A couple of dunks already. Out to Boyd. He'll try a three from the right. No good. Rebound Witter in the lane. Back out another three, and this one is good by Rapp. Austin Rapp.
Well, Chris Collins told his team in shoot-around this morning their big men can shoot, and an offensive rebound lead to 3 second-chance points.
12-6, and now Singleton tries a three. It's no good. Long rebound, one-handed by Winter. A 7-0 run here for Wisconsin, and driving into the basket, Boyd gets fouled. First foul of the game is called on Wyndham.
And we have a fast pace to the game, and one of my keys was to control the pace. Wisconsin forcing the Wildcats to play faster than they want to, and they're falling into that trap. And when you're not making shots and getting shots or long rebounds, it leads to transition.
Nick Boyd at the line. First free throw good. Boyd, 81% from the line. Wisconsin is a team second in the Big Ten, 14th nationally, shooting 79% from the stripe. Right now they're on an 8-0 run. Make it 9-0. The ball game for the Badgers. Bielyauskas back in for Winter now. And the Cats find themselves down by 8, 14-6, thanks to a 9-0 Wisconsin run. Cats have only taken 7 shots so far. Here's Reed to Singleton, right corner. Drives inside the arc, underhand scoop back to Reed, wide on the right side. Played there by Rapp. Size advantage. He drives past Rapp, puts one up, a finger roll, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Blackwell. Scoops it to Janicki, who's come back in for Wisconsin, or has come in. Jack Janicki, sophomore. Janicki against Singleton. Pump fake. Now he feeds it right point for Blackwell. 12 to shoot here for the Badgers. Blackwell driving. Martinelli on him. Can't turn the corner. Drops it off, but it's bobbled, then picked up. 2 to shoot. They get it inside, and Blackwell fouled by Martinelli with 0.1 on the shot clock.
Bad break for the Cats because they played solid defense there for 23 seconds. Excuse me, 29 seconds. And then they give up the shot inside by Blackwell.
So Blackwell to the line. 82% makes the first one. So it's now a 10-0 run for the Badgers. Mentioned Jack Janicki came in, 6'5", redshirt sophomore from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Blackwell makes both free throws, and suddenly it's a 10-point Wisconsin lead. 16-6, 14-20 to go as Reed brings it into the front court. Played by Janicki. Gets rid of it to Wyndham. Wyndham at the logo. Now drives, played by Boyd. Works it to Singleton. Top of the key. Singleton driving right side of the lane. Stops, fires a jumper. Good. At that ends an 11-0 run for Wisconsin. 16-8 Northwestern. First points. Second bucket, rather, for Trey Singleton. Here's Janicki. Reversing it right for Blackwell against Martinelli. Gives it off. Here's Rapp. Kicks outside. Janicki hits the three-pointer. Well, I mentioned they shoot a lot of threes. Not a super high percentage, but they're making it. Here's Reed, gets it low on the right. Martinelli, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Page, and then it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Austin Rapp, the freshman, a good shooter, but also the ability to put the ball on the floor. So the Cats not only have to control Blackwell and Boyd from getting into the paint, but also their bigs who have the ability to put the ball on the floor.
For the Wildcats, Justin Mullins is in. And they inbound it to Singleton out front. Witter back in for Wisconsin, eyeing him. Gets it to Page. Driving, gets inside, put up a layup, no good. Rebound controlled by Wisconsin's Will Garlock, 7-foot center, just in during that stoppage. They got a lot of size on this team. And here's Braden Carrington. Transfer, played at Minnesota, then at Tulsa last year. Garlock gives to Blackwell. Shot clock at 8. Blackwell in traffic. Picks up his dribble. In trouble. Gets it low on the right side. Here comes the double team. Into the corner. Janicki, a three, no good. Singleton the rebound. And here's Jordan Clayton bringing it down for the Wildcats. His first appearance in 4 games. Clayton feeds a hard bounce inside to Singleton. He can't handle it. It squirts out of there, and Wisconsin's got it. Carrington the other way.
Third turnover for the Cats here in the early stages.
And Winter is fouled by Singleton.
One of the things that Trey Singleton is learning as a freshman is player tendencies in defense, learning the difference between high school and college defense.
Martinelli coming back in. He wasn't on the bench for long. Winter at the free throw line, 83%. Free throw good.
Back in for Northwestern, Nick Martinelli. For the Badgers, Andrew Rooney and Nick Boyd.
Martinelli is in. Singleton gets a breather. Boyd, Rhodey in there along with Carrington. Garlock. Winter makes both the free throws. He's got 6. And Wisconsin in front, 21-8. 12:20 to go first half. Jordan Clayton handles the ball as he's taken that responsibility from James Reed. Turn to Page. Hands it back to Wyndham. Feeds Page. Hard bounce inside. Martinelli in the paint. Turns. Put it up. No good. A foul on Winter.
And Martinelli doing what he does best, getting the ball down in the low post, right block across the Wisconsin bench, and initiating contact and getting to the charity strike.
So Nick Martinelli will go to the free throw line. Scoreless so far in the game. Free throw good. How often can you say that, right? Even with 8 minutes gone, that he hasn't scored. Here is Bilyauskas back in for Garlock. Nick with another free throw attempt here, shooting 78% on the season. The Wildcats as a team, 72%. And he swishes that one home. And it's a 21-10 Wisconsin lead. 12 minutes to go first half. There's Boyd to Rhodey at the logo, played by Mullins, gets a screen picked up by Page, and a step back three by Rhodey is no good. Rebound fought for it, a foul called on Northwestern on the rebound as Bilyauskas went up for the rebound. That will get us to a timeout with 11:49 to go in the first half. Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Wisconsin with an 11-point lead, 21-10, 11:49 to go first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Welsh Ryan Arena. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup or for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of Northwestern basketball.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
John Williams, weekday mornings at 10. Miss a little, miss a lot on WGN.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Well, the Wildcats got down 15-6 with less than 14 and a half minutes to go in the half. It was their largest deficit of the year, 9 points. Their previous largest was 8 points against Oklahoma State last Thursday night. Again, they ended up losing by 5. Here they're down by 11, 21-10, 11:49 to go first half. The Wildcats are shooting 36%. They came in at 52%, third in the Big Ten. And we were talking to Coach Collins before the game, Bill. He was talking about he likes their offensive efficiency, their field goal percentage defense has been good, their three-point defense has been good. But so far, the three-point defense, Wisconsin's right around a little above their average, but they're 3 for 8. But they shoot a high volume, which still allows them to make a high volume, and they've outscored the Cats 9-0 in that area.
And they're playing at a faster pace, and they've made the Cats rush their offense, and they've taken some rush shots, and Wisconsin has been able to capitalize.
All right, Boyd inbounds the ball. The foul was of Jordan Clayton, his first. Here is Rhodey, drives to the left baseline, then back to Winter. At the top of the key, makes a pass right, instead goes to Boyd. They go inside, and here's Bilyauskas against Page. Drops it off baseline, turnaround jumper, Carrington no good. Weak side rebound, the follow no good. Ball pinballed around, and finally, Cats are able to control it. I think Clayton might have gotten a hand in there and knocked it to Arrington Page, who controls for the Cats. Well, they were working hard to get those rebounds, but sometimes you need a bounce or two. Here is Wyndham. Bouncing for Martinelli at the top. Feeds it left. There's Clayton. Jordan Clayton with the bounce inside. Martinelli, left hand flipper is good. And the Cats cut it to 9, 21-12.
Great pick and roll play that time between Clayton and Nick Martinelli.
First field goal for Nick. Here's Carrington on the right side off to Boyd. Boyd driving left to the lane. Stop and go dribble all the way under. Right corner, Winter a 3 in and out. Rebound Martinelli. Clayton brings it up for the Cats. Jordan Clayton, left corner. There's Justin Mullins, and he throws it away. Airmails it over the head of Arrington Page. And over to the...
That was a 95 miles per hour fastball there in a short distance.
Yeah.
And the Cats with their 4th turnover here in the first half. And against Wisconsin, they have been taking advantage of these miscues here early.
Yeah, the Wildcats with 4 turnovers, Wisconsin with none. Both these teams usually among the best in the Big Ten in taking care of the ball. A catch and shoot 3 by Blackwell for the right corner. Good. Brody.
Yeah, nice play. And he read the Cats defense, knew where the help was coming from, and just made a skip pass.
Badgers have doubled the score. The Cats 24-12. Right baseline, Max Green tried to drop it to Tyler Kropp. He bobbles it. Turnover, Northwestern. Rhodey the other way. Rhodey left to the lane. Kicks to the corner. Blackwell, same spot. Good again. Back-to-back threes by Blackwell. Timeout, Northwestern. 27-12. Wisconsin, the Cats plagued by turnovers. And Wisconsin 13-0. in points off turnovers.
Well, that'll do it for you. And again, Tyler Kropp in the ball game. When you come into a game like this, you've got to be ready to play and alert. And that time, ball just bounced off his hand, and Wisconsin's been the aggressor here in the first half, playing very physical basketball, which they did in the Big Ten tournament as well. And it's impacted the Cats' offense.
Wildcat fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese. Made by 4 generations master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. So Jaden Reed back in for the Wildcats. Max Green, the transfer, is in. KJ Wyndham, the sophomore, is in. Tyler Kropp, the freshman, in. And Nick Martinelli. Cats down by 15 here with 9:48 to go first half. Here's Reed out in front. Drives right. Winter comes out to guard him. He feeds Wyndham now inside to Kropp. Jumper from the top of the key. In and out. Rebounded by Winter.
Really good offense that time by the Cats. Got the nice open shot at the free throw line area, but Kropp couldn't convert.
Now a long 3 from the left by Boyd. In and out. Rebounded by Martinelli. Here's Reed. Outlets for Green down the left side. Return feed for Reed. Jaden Reed working hard, kicks to Green, shot clock down to 15. Step back 3 for Green, no good. And a foul called on Wisconsin on the rebound.
Yeah, Kropp being aggressive on the boards, got the inside position on Happ. Cats getting punched here early, but this is a team that has shown a tremendous amount of resilience.
Let's see if they're going to go to the monitor here. So Green missed on the 3-pointer. So far, there are 4 fouls on the Wildcats, 1 on Wisconsin, and the officials are at the monitor. This close shave instant replay is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. A 6-0 run here for Wisconsin to make it a 15-point lead. The Wildcats shooting 36%. Interesting, Billy, the rebounding has been fairly even in this game. Of course, Wisconsin's shooting a little bit better, but after the Cats got off to kind of a rough start again rebounding, they've started to even it up.
Well, and the big difference here, Dave, has been points off turnovers. The Cats have scored 12 points, but Wisconsin, in contrast, has scored 13 points off of the 5 Cats turnovers.
All right. There was a foul called on Rapp. And it apparently was ruled a flagrant foul, and it will send Tyler Kropp to the free throw line. So it could be a significant point in the game where the Wildcats can maybe climb back into it. Kropp, 4 for 4 from the line on the year. Free throw good.
Well, this is something for the young freshman, too. You score at the free throw line, it starts to give you a little confidence on both ends of the floor, not only defensively, but offensively.
Makes them both.
So now the Cats need to score on this out-of-bounds play, and that would be a 4 or 5 point swing, which could help get them some momentum here in the first half to cut down this lead.
All right. As Reed inbounds, Martinelli for a wide open three, and it's no good. It rimmed out of there, and Brody grabs the rebound. Nick hasn't missed many of those this season. Blackwell looking for Winter, hands it back to Blackwell. Work it to the left, there's Boyd. Boyd into traffic, lost the handle, got it back, feeds Blackwell for 3, got it.
Bad break.
We end up closing out on him, got there second late. It's 30-14.
Yeah, Cats with the disruptor play defensively on Boyd, but it goes right back to the Badgers, and Blackwell converts to 3.
13 for Blackwell, 30-14. Here's Martinelli against Witter. Jab step. Now turns his left shoulder, spins to his right, jumper up, no good, a foul call.
Well, right now the Badgers making their breaks and playing very aggressive here in the early stages, and they're in complete control of this game.
Winter picks up his second foul. Page got a breather, but he's going to check back along with Cheravino, and Martinelli will shoot 2. Misses the first.
And for Northwestern, Angelo Cheravino, Harrington Page.
So Page and Cheravino in.
Alexis Bielyauskas.
Bielyauskas in as Winter goes out, and Janicki back in for Wisconsin. The second free throw by Martinelli is good. So Nick's got 5, 30-15 Wisconsin, 8:20 to go first half. There is Brody across to Rapp left point. Now a foul called on Jaden Reed.
John Blackwell trying to post him up on the left block, and Reed trying to ride him out of the post. Gets called for the infraction.
5th team foul on the Cats. Blackwell, who's had the hot hand, will inbound here. Feeds it to Janicki on the left wing. Brings it around to the top with Martinelli on him. Now he picks up his dribble, bounces for Blackwell. Another 3. That one's no good. Rebound Rapp. As he's falling down, he feeds it to Janicki. And now back to Rhodey. Rhodey on the right wing. Inside he goes to Bielyauskas. Layup good and 1.
Textbook pick and roll play right there. And the Cats defense on the weak side couldn't recover fast enough to prevent Bielyauskas from getting to the rack.
And that will get us to a timeout. The under 8 with 7:51 to go. Ozinga's purpose is to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they are the proud sponsor at the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support for this great cause. Go Cats. It's Wisconsin 32, Northwestern 15, 7:51 to go first half. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This holiday season, let your heart be light at the Paramount Theater in downtown Aurora. Now playing through January 11th, experience the dazzling Broadway classic Irving Berlin's White Christmas.
It's everything you love about the holidays. Spectacular dancing, timeless songs, and a story filled with romance, laughter, and holiday cheer, making your family's holiday tradition. Get your tickets today at ParamountAurora.com. White Christmas is the perfect way to celebrate the season.
Weekday mornings at 6 is Bob Surratt time. Make sure you're listening on WGN.
The Lippman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Lippman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Lippman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. Let's check some other scores tonight. In college hoops, back in our studios, Mark Carmen.
Dave, they stormed the court at Williams Arena as Minnesota upset Indiana 73-64. First loss on the year for the Hoosiers, now 7-1, won the conference. UCLA and Washington coming up at 10 o'clock tonight. Currently going on. Illinois State leading Eastern Kentucky. Late second half, 69-56. Southern Illinois beat High Point 86-84. Arkansas Pine Bluff over UIC 63-62.
All right, thank you, Mark. Here it is Wisconsin 32, Northwestern 15. The Wildcats outscored 13-0 in points off turnovers. And they have turned it over 5 times. And Bielyauskas with the and one here to try to make it an 18-point advantage. Bielyauskas has only attempted 1 free throw so far in his career, and he missed it. But he makes this one. Well, wouldn't you know it? 7:49 to go first half, 33-15 Wisconsin. Jaden Reed brings it up, handoff Max Green. Green, ball fake, brings it out between the rings, looks right there, Sherabino, Blackwell on a hip. Now right point for Reed. Reed with a left-hand dribble. Reed played by Rapp. Reed, step back 3 in the air. And it is around and out. And rebounded by Blackwell. Cats can't get one to go. Blackwell to Rhodey. Drives past Singleton. Back to Blackwell. 3. Good again. And Blackwell has hit 4 3-point field goals. He's 4 for 5. And Wisconsin's up 36-15 at the other end. Green misses from close in. And Blackwell gets the rebound again. Blackwell shovels to Bielyauskas. Back to Janicki, runner in the lane, banks it in.
Everything's going right for the Badgers right now, and the Cats can't buy a basket and aren't taking great shots out of the offense right now.
38-15, Wisconsin. Here's Jaden Reed against Janicki. His shot blocked by Janicki and out of bounds. Well, Martinelli got a brief rest, but he's coming back.
Well, the Cats have to realize here that they're not going to get these 23 points back in a hurry. They just got to go about it methodically. And again, taking some quick shots, which is leading to transition baskets and early scoring opportunities for the Badgers.
Martinelli back in for the Wildcats. There's Jaden Reed. Brings it to the top, played by Janicki. He'll take a long 3. There it is. Jaden Reed knocks down the Cats' first 3-pointer. Cuts the lead to 20, 38-18.
Yeah, Jaden Reed, if he gets going there in that pick and roll where the big man is out on him, the Cats are going to find a way to exploit that as the game progresses.
And falling down, Rhodey almost lost it. Wyndham tried to poke it away. Off goes to Garlock, and now Blackwell cross-court feed to Rapp. Right side angle 3 is no good. Long rebound tracked down by Wyndham. Ahead to Reed. Now Martinelli bobbles the pass from Reed out of bounds. Turnover Northwestern.
And how rare is that for Nick Martinelli there, trying to make a move before he actually caught the ball and it bounced off his knee. The 6th Cat turnover here in the first half. It's not a lot as you speak about it, but Wisconsin is just taking advantage of these miscues by the Cats.
They have not turned it over once. Here's Blackwell, pressured by Sherabino. In the lane, little contact, drops it off. Blackwell, left corner 3, good. He's hit 5 3-pointers.
Well, Blackwell, one of the few Big Ten players that has scored 30 points consecutive or in multiple games this season.
Yeah, he is lighting it up. It's 41-18. And here's backdoor Page on the cut from Reed for a layup. And it's 41-20. Arrington Page with his second field goal of the game. Now at the other end, Janicki feeds it mid-post left to Garlock. Finds Rapp cutting down the lane, lays it up and in. And it's 43-20.
Great back cut there. Nick Martinelli turns his head for just a moment.
At the other end, Reed driving down the lane, trying to drop it off, and it hit the glass, and then a Northwestern foul call on Reed. So Reed, with his second foul, goes out. Jake West, the freshman point guard, comes in. That is 17 fouls, and Blackwell goes to the line for a 1-and-1. Blackwell, 19 points in the game, 5 of 6 from 3. Free throw good. Blackwell went over 1,000 points for his career with 2 points tonight.
And the one thing about Blackwell, we're talking about his scoring here in the first half, but he also does a terrific job at 6'4" defending, and Nick Boyd helps him in the backcourt. So that's going to pose problems for some teams as it's posing for the Cats this evening.
Blackwell now with 21 and a 45-20 Wisconsin lead. Here's Wyndham. Stops, takes a jumper, left side angle. It's off the mark. Rebound fought for by Martinelli, and then there is a foul called on Rapp of Wisconsin. That was the result of Martinelli going hard after that ball.
Just hustle. Yeah. When things aren't going well for you offensively, the one thing that you can do is continue to play hard and play tough defense.
West inbounds to Page. Page on the left baseline takes a jumper from there and drains it over Garlock. 45-22 Wisconsin, 4:16 to go first half. Here's Nick Boyd, played by West. Drives left, reversing to Rapp, and Rapp now in the lane, puts up the little jumper to rattles home.
Yeah, he just got a half a step on Martinelli, and as Martinelli recovers, he just dips his right shoulder to him, knocks him off, and knocks down the nice fadeaway.
Now Page up three. It's too strong. Rebounded by Boyd. That's her one and done. 47-22 Wisconsin. Boyd, it's a screen from Garlock. Boyd drives down the lane, puts up the rudder. It's no good. Tipped down in there. Controlled by Wyndham. A.J. Wyndham to Arrington Page. Feeds it into a posting Martinelli. Who misses on the turnaround jumper. Who draws the foul, and that gets us to a timeout. From now till December 5th, help Northwestern score big by donating blood. Abbott and the Big Ten are teaming up, and the school with the most donations wins $1 million for student and community health. Donate anywhere, then visit bigtown10.org/Abbott to make it count for Northwestern. Northwestern basketball brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and progressive.com. Wisconsin leads Northwestern 47-22. 3:26 to go first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Woodtrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Get up to the minute Chicago news weekdays at 2 on the Lisa Dent Show on WGN.
Keep up to date on the Wildcats by downloading the Northwestern app. Receive game day updates, news for all your favorite Northwestern teams. Access your mobile ticketing account and order in venue from the comfort of your seat. Search for the Northwestern Wildcats on the App Store and Google Play Store today. For the Wildcats, interesting note today, only team in the Big Ten to have played 4 teams from major conferences. And tonight they're playing their 5th. The Big East, and in this order, by the way, the Big East, ACC, SEC, Big 12, and now Big 10. And they have wins over 2 of those teams, but they are struggling mightily here tonight. 47-22 Wisconsin. Nick Martinelli at the line for 2 after the foul on Blackwell. First one by Nick, bangs around and in.
When you look at this Wisconsin team and how they're rebranding their play, they've got a lot of interchangeable parts, even with their big men. Much like Arrington Page, these big guys can get out and slow down pick and rolls and recover.
Martinelli makes them both. It's 47-24. Blackwell takes it to the left wing. Played there by Martinelli. Now walks it out near the logo. We tick towards the 3-minute mark first half. A bounce for Happ high on the right side. Happ, or Rapp, rather. Here's Roney, turns the corner, feeds it out to Blackwell for a 3. It's no good. Rebound Page.
One of the few misses by Blackwell. He's been
he
in fuego.
He hit 5 of his first 6. Nice feed from Clayton inside to Martinelli for a layup, and the Cats cut it to 47-26 with 2:36 to go to the half.
Well, at this point, you want to try to get it down into the 15-point range before the half if you're the Cats.
There's Rapp trying a 3. The Cats should shoot 3 for Ethan Rapp. Or Austin Rapp. I keep going back to Ethan Happ, Badger of a few years ago. But different player, but he still has come in and done some damage here. Here's
Similar
Page.
results.
Yeah. There's Page, left corner. Clayton will try a 3. It's no good. The rebound, Janicki. Janicki brings it down for Wisconsin. Off to Rapp. Rapp almost lost the handle on it. Then Clayton fouls Rhodey. Minute 54 to go in the half.
The Badgers coming to this game averaging 87.1 points per game, Dave, and they already have 50 points here in the half. So controlling the pace of the game, something the Cats haven't done here this evening. And you just have to give the Badgers credit. They've been a half a step quicker for most of the night.
Rhodey at the line, free throw good. Foul on Clayton was his second. Rhodey looking to join the 1,000-point club if he makes this free throw, and he missed it. So he's stuck on 999. And Wisconsin leads at 51-26 with 1:46 to go to the half. There's Clayton. Tyler Trout back in. Feeds Wyndham. Now Martinelli, quick release on a little step back jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Wisconsin. Carrington to Rhodey. Head fake. Fouls into West, and West called for the block.
I thought Jake West did a tremendous job there in transition of getting solid defensive position, but called for the block. I thought that was going to be an offensive foul.
So Rhodey right back at the free throw line now. A chance for that 1,000 points. And a foul on West, his first. 19 fouls. Free throw good. (52-26). Badgers have doubled the score on the Cats. And he adds one more. 53-26.
Replaces Andrew Rhodey.
Well, that's why they play the game in 2 halves. Cats are going to have to make some major adjustments here at halftime.
They've given up more points in the first half than they gave up in their first 2 complete games. Wyndham, a 3 from the left is good. A.J. Wyndham knocks down a triple for the Wildcats. And it's 53-29. Minute 10 to go into the half. Yauskas beating it to Carrington. Carrington, the Rapp. Rapp looks right, now passes left to Boyd. Boyd skips one to Blackwell and around to Carrington. Wants to go back to Blackwell, 3 to shoot. He'll have to put it up, and he drains the jumper. Long deuce for Blackwell.
He's scoring just in every way possible. What an improved player he is.
23 points. And now hard bounce from West to Martinelli. It's kicked. Was there a foul? No, it was kicked out of bounds. 36.5 remaining. Oh, there was a foul on Boyd. I thought so. So Boyd with the 6th Wisconsin foul. Here's West lobbing for Martinelli. Martinelli, 13-second differential, shot clock to game clock. West a 3 from the right corner, good. James West knocks down the 3, his 3rd as a Wildcat, 55-32. 20 seconds to go, shot clock off.
And can the Cats get a stop going into the half? That's the big question, Dave.
Blackwell directing traffic, standing dribble out at the Wisconsin logo with Clayton on it. He'll take a long 3 straight on. It's no good. Rebound, Wisconsin. Rapp will put it up. No good. That will do it as they battle for the rebound of the first half has come to an end. All Badgers here in the first half. 55-32. Wisconsin leading the Wildcats. Badgers have led by as many as 27 points. In fact, well, let's bring in assistant coach Brian James. Coach, where do you start on this one? Was it the early turnovers?
Well, that didn't help. We had a couple of 2 or 3 early ones.
Yep.
But, you know, you've got to guard Blackwell, obviously. He's not only shooting his threes at an unbelievable clip, but they're wide open threes. I mean, they're skipping the ball to him in the corners because we're in the lane helping with our help defense. But, you know, they're shooting 50% from the floor. Blackwell has 23 points. Their big guys, though, are 7 for 10. So it's not just Blackwell. I mean, we've got to be able to play much better, much harder on defense. And then, you know, hopefully convert at the other end and try to get back in this game.
How do you slow down the pace? Because they're playing at their pace right now.
Well, they really are, and that's kind of the pace that we've played at all year long. But you've got to lock in, and it goes back to off defensive rebounding as well. You have to get stops to get easier shots for us. But you just got to lock in and guard your man mano a mano and play great team defense as well. It's our defense tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Wildcat assistant Brian James joining us, as he always does at the end of the half. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season and get great deals along the way at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. 55-32, Wisconsin leading Northwestern here at halftime. We'll be right back with the halftime show brought to you by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions that meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more. Every game starts with teamwork, and at Goodwill, we believe in the same thing. When you shop secondhand, you're helping create jobs, strengthen communities, and give every item a second chance to shine. From game day looks to sustainable style, your next win starts at Goodwill. Visit GoodwillGreaterNC.org to find your nearest store. Goodwill, style with purpose, built for Wildcats.
It's Wildcat basketball halftime. Northwestern basketball is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Time now for the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show, presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney from the Kohl Center in Madison. The Badgers led by 27 with about 90 seconds to go in the half. Their lead at halftime, 23, 55-32. Billy, it's been a long time since the Wildcats have had one like this. In fact, they haven't given up this many points in a half since 2022 in the Big Ten tournament. And this is a team which prides itself on defense, but it's been a challenge here tonight, to say the least.
It certainly has, Dave. And when I look at the stat sheet, the Cats have dug themselves a hole simply by points off turnovers. The Cats with 7 turnovers and only 7 assists. Wisconsin, 15 assists, no turnovers, 18 points off of turnovers the Badgers have scored this evening. The rebounding is relatively close, and the Cats just not shooting well enough, which they've done in the games in which they've really stayed in. The last game, they shoot like 55%. Only 39% here. Wisconsin shooting 50% from the field and 43% from the three-point line. So there's Cats are going to have to just come out and play angry. When you get in games like this in this kind of deficit, your pride kicks in, and you just play angry. You just scrap and fight until you claw yourself back into the game. That's what the Cats have to do here.
Cats have turned it over 7 times. Wisconsin, none. 18-0 in points off turnovers. The advantage for Wisconsin. Nick Martinelli leads the Wildcats with 9 points. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com, syncmygame.com to find out how. Mark Carmen has more of our Village of Bedford Park halftime show in a moment. 55-32 Badgers at the break. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Ozinga is a 4th-generation family-owned American business that provides quality bulk materials and diverse concrete solutions delivered where you need it, when you need it. With the help of our extensive network of transportation services, including truck, rail, barge, and ship terminals across the Midwest, Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. For more information, visit ozinga.com. Hey, Wildcat fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or kohls.com for details.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
First half of basketball in the books. Cats trailing big, 55-32 to Wisconsin. We'll do the out-of-town scores in a second, but first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
It's Andy Mazer. We're your home for the Blackhawks, Northwestern football and basketball, the NFL, and Happen OB. This is AM 720 WGN Chicago.
All right, out-of-town scores are proudly presented by our friends at Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your dream trip at exploreminnesota.com. All right, Cats are down 55-32. There are two other games in the Big Ten tonight. Minnesota winning at home. They stormed the court at Williams Arena as the Gophers upset once was undefeated Indiana, now 7-1, 73-64 as they get it done. The Hoosiers 0-1 in the conference opener, of course, for both teams. UCLA and Washington coming up. That'll tip off at 10 o'clock late night tonight on the West Coast. Games of local interest. Illinois State, a winner over Eastern Kentucky, 89-78. Southern Illinois topped High Point, 86-84. And Arkansas Pine Bluff upset UIC 63-62. We'll come on back with a couple of questions with Billy McKinney. Cats down big, 55-32. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
You're listening to Northwestern Wildcat Basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Dave coming back in a couple of minutes. Bring in our friend Billy McKinney for the one question segment here. 55-32, Cats down to Wisconsin. Billy, it's a long season. This is not the way you want to start out the opener, obviously. What goes on in a halftime locker room?
Well, at this point, where's your pride? And this is not the way we play. And get angry and play angry when you're getting punched in the face like this. One of the keys to the game was to control their backcourt. They've controlled Nick Boyd, but John Blackwell has just run absolutely wild here, and they've got to get him under control somehow. But now you're playing for pride. This is not the Northwestern team that we've seen the first 7 games of the season. Everybody's going to have to step up here in the second half on both ends of the floor.
And you're back at it again quickly on Saturday. So, and look, long season, and this team has been in every single game. And Dave mentioned it, like we haven't had one like this in a long, long time. Offensively, Billy, how do you get this thing going? Because maybe, and not even, I mean, the defensive end's the bigger problem right now, but it also feels like the Cats need to get their offense in somewhat of a better rhythm.
Absolutely. They've taken quick shots here in the first half out of frustration, trying to match the pace of Wisconsin, and they haven't hit those shots. Wisconsin has capitalized. So they're going to be methodical, yet quick on the offensive end in the second half, and more efficient if they hope to get back in this ball game.
Billy, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you Saturday.
All right, Mark.
All right, second half coming up. Dave and Billy's got it for you. 55-32. Cats looking to mount a rally. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, Are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us. Hey, Wildcats, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Northwestern t-shirt. And most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Northwestern in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Now, let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Both teams are back on the court, getting set for the second half here in Madison, Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Badgers leading the Northwestern Wildcats 55-32 here at halftime. Here's how the scoring went in the first half. For Wisconsin, John Blackwell leading all scorers with 23 points. He hit 5 of his first 6 three-point field goal attempts. He went 5 for 8 in the first half, 23 to lead the way. 10 points for Austin Rapp, 6 points each for Nolan Witter and Alexis Bielyauskas, 5 points for Jack Janicki, 3 points for Andrew Rohde, 2 points for Nick Boyd. Wisconsin shot 50%, 17-34. 43% from three-point range, 9 of 21, 92%, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. They out-rebounded the Wildcats 18-15, 15 assists, no turnovers, 1 block and 4 steals. For the Wildcats, Nick Martinelli has 9, 6 points for Arrington Page, 5 each for Jaden Reed, and 5 for Jaden Reed, 4 for Trey Singleton, 3 for Jake West, 3 for KJ Wyndham, 2 for Tyler Croft. The Cats shot 39%, 11 of 28, 30% from 3, 3 of 10, 87%, 7 of 8 for the free throw line. The Wildcats had 7 assists, 7 turnovers, and 1 block. Those are your energizing highlights. The first half, powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University Athletics. This has been the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. Now let's see if the Cats can bring their business home here in the second half. Trailing by 23 at the break. You know, Billy, they played here in 2023. Last time they won here, it was 54-52 was the final.
Well, a different Wisconsin team now
Yes.
with this pace, and the Cats really, the first 5 minutes of this half, as they always talk about whether you're winning or losing,
as the Cats put it in play,
it's crucial to their efforts here to start the second half.
Rohde gets called for a foul. Cats will inbound it. Under the basket, Singleton, nice cut, feed from Reed, 55-34. So Rohde the foul and the layup by Singleton. And the Cats cut it to 21. Here's Blackwell with Sheravino on him. Man-to-man defense around to the left. Here's Rohde driving in the pick and roll. Ilyauskas missed the layup. The rebound, though, Blackwell underneath. Out to Rhodey, 5 to shoot. He didn't hit the rim, and Rhodey puts it up, in and out. Rebound Singleton. And his pass ahead for Reed is intercepted by Blackwell, who drops it off to Ilyauskas. Can't get a shot up, goes out to Reed on the right, drives into the paint, leaves it for Winter for a little floater. It's good.
And that's been the story of the game. The Cats have made some good stops and then lost the ball, and Wisconsin converts.
57-34. Hard bounce inside from Page to Sheravino for a layup. And it's 57-36. First points for Angelo Sheravino. Now here's Winter. Back out to Boyd. Played by Reed. Top Ilyauskas. And now, and Martinelli's down and hurt. And the three-pointer is good by Reed, but Nick Martinelli is down in pain. And he is still he's in some obvious pain. And Chris Collins is walking out to check on him. And Jeff Tanaka, the athletic trainer, on his way as well. And the shot went in, but that's kind of the afterthought at the moment.
Yeah, Martinelli in a screen and roll situation, and you could hear Shane Southwell saying that it was an illegal screen. We're not getting a replay on the scoreboard, but Martinelli just taking a breather as Jeff Tanaka, the trainer, checks him out.
Now Jeff helps him to a seated position. And the two teams have adjourned to their respective benches. And now Nick is up and looks to be walking okay.
It
heads over to the bench.
And Nick is as tough as they come.
Yeah. That's why when you see him down for an extended period, it's unsettling to say the least. But it's Northwestern ball. Three-pointer by Boyd, his first of the game. He's got 5. And the lead now has mushroomed to 60-36.
11.
Well, with Martinelli out of the lineup, someone is going to have to pick up the scoring until we know what his status is for return.
Clayton in. He has it. Sends it out to Reed for 3. No good. Rebound fought for. Singleton's got it. Works his way under the basket. Tries to relocate there. Goes up for the shot. It's no good. He got fouled. Good work there by the freshman Trey Singleton.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Dave. That is what Chris Collins was talking to us about before the game. As this young man matures, just playing really aggressively, offensively and defensively, because that's why they brought him in here. And right now he's been trying to find his place from a scoring standpoint with what Martinelli is doing and what Arrington Page has provided for this team this year.
Free throw good by Singleton. With a foul on Ilyauskas. Another free throw attempt. And it's good. 60-38. 22-point hole, but 18 minutes to go. Here's Boyd to Winter. Gives to Blackwell with Clayton on him at the top. Now picked up by Singleton on the switch. Right of the lane with his back to the basket. Blackwell with 10 to shoot. Bangs into Singleton with the right shoulder. Now spins to his left, puts up a jumper in and out. Rebound volleyballed around, up for grabs, out of bounds. It'll stay with Wisconsin. Clayton on the floor fighting for that ball.
And Singleton both down there with Clayton, just couldn't come up with it. They forced a tough shot by Blackwell in the paint.
Reed to trigger, baseline right. Looks around, needs to call a timeout. Good back at the ball in. So timeout, Wisconsin. Chicagoland for premium apparel and promotional products. Look no further than IAS branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. The industry standard in corporate athletic and event merchandise, IAS Branding is your one-stop solution to bring your brand to life. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. 60-38, Wisconsin, 17:37 to go. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer. Give your loved ones, friends, and colleagues a gift they'll be sure to make use of. Mouth-watering steaks from the Lynn's Shop. You can choose from an array of aged USDA prime steaks, roast seafood, and more. If you know someone who loves a good steak, why not treat them to some quality beef from Lynn's that will fill their stomach and their heart? Give the gift of premium beef at thelinnsshop.com and use code GOCATS for 20% off. Brought to you by Meats by Lynn's, the preferred partner of legendary steakhouses worldwide since 1963. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Now, let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in-store or online for the best Northwestern Game Day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central at Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. 60-38, Wisconsin, 17:37 to go. The Wildcats have outscored the Badgers since halftime, 6-5. More to the point, Billy, I think they're maybe playing with a little more energy here in the second half.
And they absolutely have to do that. And as I'm looking at the one good thing the Cats are doing in this game, they're outscoring Wisconsin 18-16 in the paint. But they've got to come up with some more stops and just continue to play aggressively here in the second half to cut into this deficit.
Wisconsin inbounds the ball to Winter out on top off to Blackwell. Drives right. Feeds it off to Bielyauskas, and now Boyd with Singleton creeping towards him. Lobs it over the top. Bielyauskas there. Sherabino elevated. Forced a bad shot, and then the ball out of bounds. It will, I believe, there was a foul on Sherabino. Yep.
Sherabino trying to steal the ball from Blackwell after he came up with the block. Just got a little too hand-friendly on the baseline.
There's another. Clayton picks up his third foul. Boyd will trigger baseline left. Boyd gets it into Blackwell wide on the left. And Blackwell stops at the free throw line, feeds Winter off to Janicki. Janicki will take a look at the rim, put up a three. It's no good. Rebound Singleton. Off to Clayton. Hustling down the court. All the way in. Shot up, no good. A foul called. Jordan Clayton in that Big Ten tournament game last year against the Badgers. 10 points and 4 rebounds in Indianapolis.
And right there, we saw the Cats get the defensive rebound, and then they were able to get numbers in transition. So, Brian James was talking to us about that at halftime.
Clayton misses on the free throw. Janicki the foul, his first. The third team foul. Yauskas is out. And Clayton makes the second. 1 of 2 for Jordan Clayton. His first point of the year. And it's 60-39 Badgers. 3 minutes gone second half. Here's Boyd going coast to coast against Reed. Count the basket and a foul. Driving layup. The foul on Reed, and that's his third.
Jaden Reed gambling in the backcourt and just a crossover dribble right to left. by Nick Boyd. He gets the half step, and defense couldn't come over and help out.
Boyd, the and one. It's good. 8 points for Boyd, which is 5 more than he scored against the Cats in that NCAA tournament game 2 years ago when he was playing for FAU. Here is Reed. Drives to the right wing. Working against Winter. Comes to a stop in the lane. Tough shot up and good by Reed. Put up a tough jumper that rattled off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and dropped through. 63-41. And now here's Boyd. Drives past Reed. To the basket. The ball knocked out of bounds.
And terrific defense by Arrington Page that time. And Boyd showing that he has creative moves off the dribble and change of pace and change of direction.
Boyd inbounds to Winter, and he hands it back to Boyd. And the left side gets a screen from Winter. Boyd drives to the elbow, skips it across Janicki. 3 no good. Rebound out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Well, the Badgers providing some opportunities and not shooting at the rate that they did in the first half, but now the Cats just have to get some offense going.
Carrington in for Wisconsin. Rapp, Boyd, Blackwell, and Winter out there. Singleton handles the ball. Martinelli out of the game for the Wildcats. Here's Reed curling into the lane, drops it off to Page for a dunk.
And that's the kind of offense the Cats need. Quick, early, efficient.
Cuts the lead to 20 with 15:48 to go. Cross-court feed to Rapp from Boyd. Now Blackwell feeds Winter. And Boyd dropping it to Winter, who runs the right baseline and dunks it. 10 for Winter, 65-43. There's Singleton. Looking left wing, there's Reed. Drives on Boyd. Now they help with Winter. And Reed gets in the paint, sends it out to Clayton for 3. It's no good. It was online. Nick Martinelli back in the game for the Wildcats. And just missed on that rebound. Boyd the other way. Layup good and a foul.
What a play by Boyd that time as he Euro steps through the Wildcats defense and throws up the finger roll for the score.
That will get us to the under 16 timeout. Minnesota has thousands of trails for cross-country skiing, fat biking, snowshoeing, and snowmobiling. Minnesota's cross-country skiing trails offer more miles of skiing than a trek from St. Paul to the West Coast and offer 22,000 miles of groomed trails for snowmobiling. Learn more at exploreminnesota.com. Wisconsin leads Northwestern 67-43, 15:03 to go. Second half is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield at 720 WGN.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our Gomex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
Sometimes the thought of being in your warm and cozy home is what gets you through the day. But what happens when you get home and there is no heat? Who do you call for fast, reliable service? 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, you can consider it done when you trust the experts at ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Book your appointment today at 4abc.com and consider it done.
The break's over. Let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Ennett.
Wildcat fans, game day spirit has you covered in-store or online. The best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. game day spirit where Wildcat fans shop. Tonight's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. 15:03 to go, 67-43. Second half has been fairly even for the game. We have 5 lead changes in the opening minutes, none since. And Jaden Reed, after the foul on Arrington Page, will have 1 free throw here. First foul on Page.
Yeah, Dave, and when you come into the half,
rims out the free throw, rebound Singleton.
22 points down. You can't afford to play even in the second half. Cats have shown some signs of life, but Wisconsin continues to retaliate.
The good news is Martinelli, shaken up earlier, is in the game. Here's a handoff to Jake West from Page. Gets it into Martinelli, turns, goes up with the left hand and scores. Nick's okay.
Yeah, and he took advantage of John Blackwell defending him in the low post, right block right in front of the Cats bench. That patented over his right shoulder jump hook.
Double figures again for Nick for the 33rd time in 34 games. And Blackwell lost the ball, but it caroms right to Carrington at the top.
That's the difference, those 50-50 balls that Chris Collins was talking about before the game.
There's Boyd, drives in, shot blocked by Page. There was a whistle. A foul was called.
And the Northwestern calls on Jake West.
West the foul. Wisconsin wanted goaltending. They are going to take a look at this, I think. The officials go to the monitor here.
Yeah, Dave, as they go look over this official review, one of the things that we talked about at the top of the show was the Cats had to be able to control the backcourt, contain this backcourt from getting into the paint. And Blackwell and Boyd, and Blackwell in particular, have just been absolutely awesome this evening with this scoring from the outside and then setting up his teammates here in the second half.
This close shave instant replay brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels? The Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave. Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. Well, the Wildcats now shooting 46% for the game. I mean, that's closer to their season average. So I believe I heard that we have awarded 2 free throws to Boyd. So, foul on West, his second. Boyd's free throw up and good. Boyd from Garnerville, New York. Averaged 13.4 last year at San Diego State. Playing at his 3rd school in 3 years. Makes both the free throws. He's got 10 points.
Well, that's a big change to go from San Diego to Madison, just from a weather standpoint.
69-45. Wisconsin, 14:05 to go. There's Martinelli, right corner. Gets it low on the right to Page. Zone Winter. Puts up a left-hand layup, no good. Drew the foul as he worked his way around Winter. That's 3 on Winter.
And Winter has been solid here in this game. And now the Cats creating some spacing to allow Page to operate against Winter in the low post, and that was effective.
Free throw up by Page and good.
Into the Badgers, Alexis Bielyauskas for Noel Winter.
Winter goes out with his 3rd foul. Bielyauskas is in. Page, second free throw is good. 69-47.
get it below 20, get it into that 16 to 12 point range within the 10-minute mark. And
put some game pressure on.
Exactly.
Right? Rhodey in for Wisconsin. He's got the ball right point downfield. Yauskas throws it away, trying to get Rapp under the basket. He threw it into the second row.
And that could have been the Badgers' first turnover for the evening.
Indeed it is. First turnover of the game. 8-1 margin there. If the Cats can get some points off turnovers here. Drop step by Page, jumper up, good. Little shooter's touch there for Arrington Page, and the lead down to 20.
And that's a tough play to defend if you've got a big man like Page that can really step out on the floor, turn and face, and make the defense react.
Carrington against Martinelli. Carrington goes to Rapp, a little contact with Singleton. They play on, and off to Blackwell. Shot clock down to 8. Blackwell against Singleton. Blackwell works in, spins to his right, fade away, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Singleton grabs the rebound. There's West down the floor. West drives in, sends it out to Singleton. Cats will reset. Singleton pulls up from 17, in and out.
Good shot by Singleton that time. Just didn't go down as he was operating one-on-one.
Carrington spotting up for 3 on the left. That's short. And the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with Wisconsin.
Clayton trying to throw the ball off of Blackwell or Rhodey down there, and a missed opportunity for the Cats.
Here's Winter back in, replacing Rapp. And bounce pass goes to Winter, hands to Blackwell. West staying with him. And Blackwell now driving, gets the foul.
The Northwestern Fowls, number 3, Chase
West, his third, 6th foul on the Wildcats. Tyler Kropp in replacing Page. Wyndham checking in, replacing West.
For Jake West.
Blackwell will inbound baseline left. One-handed by Bielyauskas, hands it back to Blackwell in the left quarter, drives the baseline, gets inside, puts it up off the glass, good, and a foul call.
Cats did the right thing in forcing Blackwell down the baseline, but he somehow slides between 2 Wildcat defenders, gets the contact, and scores.
Blackwell's first points this half, 25 in the game with the and 1 to come. The foul on Martinelli, his third. And Green is in for Martinelli for the Wildcats.
John Blackwell tonight just showing that he can do it all.
Well, they lost their leading scorer, John Tanji. Of course, they had Stores 2 years ago. They had Tanji, 19.6 last year. Free throw good, 26 tonight for Blackwell.
And Blackwell was just content to play his part until his time came, and now he's showing what he can do.
There's a bounce from Singleton to Kropp. Drives to the basket, put it up off the glass short, got his own rebound, tried to muscle it back up, gets knocked down, and there's a foul call.
Nice aggressive play by Tyler Kropp, beating Winter off the dribble and getting to the charity stripe as we go into a timeout.
Bielyauskas the foul, his second, and Wisconsin's 5th foul. Wildcat fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans, Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. It's Wisconsin 72, Northwestern 49, 11:58 to go. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Wake up and listen to John Williams, weekdays 10 to 2 on WGN Radio.
Barbasol Shaving Cream delivers a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. Barbasol, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 72-49, Wisconsin leads Northwestern, 11:58 to go. Wildcats led in scoring by Arrington Page with 12 points. You know, we mentioned the guys who aren't here for Wisconsin anymore, Tanji and Crowell and Klesmet. Another guy, Carter Gilmore. And Gilmore only averaged 3-something points a game, but he killed the Cats in that game in Evanston last year, a career game. Remember that? I think the Wildcats were up by 5 or 6 at halftime, and Gilmore came out, hit 3 threes, scored 15 points, a career high, went 5 for 7 from the field, and Wisconsin pulled out that win.
Yeah, and what they've done is they found players in that same ilk, in that same mold, that can knock down threes and play a variety of different positions out on the floor, which creates defensive mismatches.
Tyler Kropp at the line, free throw good. Another one coming here for the freshman from Powell, Ohio. Wildcats at the line tonight, 13 of 15, make it 14 of 16.
Well, they're going to have to make a move here real quick, Dave, down by 21.
72-51. That'd be a big move, too. Here's Carrington, high on the right. Wyndham leans into him. Hands to Blackwell between the rings. To Garlock, and now Brody trying to bounce it to Garlock on a pick and roll, and it's kicked out of bounds. It will stay with Wisconsin with 7 on the shot clock.
Yeah, this could be a big stop for the Cats. If they can get a stop here and go down and score, now you get that lead under 20.
There is a foul on the inbounds pass. It was called on Kropp, his first foul. 8th team foul. So Garlock to the free throw line, where he is 2 for 5 in his young career. 1-1, and he missed it. And Singleton grabs his 9th rebound. That's bringing up down by 21, 11:29 to go. Clayton to Green. Max Green drives the baseline, sends it out to Wyndham for 3. No good. And the rebound taken underneath by Wisconsin. Blackwell brings it up. Up to Garlock. Fires it right side. Rhodey skip pass near side. Blackwell left corner. 3, no good. Rebound Wyndham. Lead pass Clayton ahead of the pack for a layup. And the lead is inside of 20. 72-53 Wisconsin with 10:55 to go.
Nice rebound and run out by KJ Wyndham, finding his backcourt mate slipping behind the defense.
There's Blackwell. They're working around to Carrington left wing. Feeds it inside. Garlock double team. Back out Carrington. Takes a step back 3. No good. Rebound taken by the Cats. Here comes Wyndham into the front court. Wyndham down the lane. Kicks to Clayton. 3 ball good. And the lead Down to 16 with 10:20 to go.
Well, now you're thinking one more stop here. The crowd getting a little restless now as the Cats have cut into this lead.
There's Blackwell. Baseline drive is shot up off the rim. No good. Rebound fought forward, and the Cats come away with it. There's Wyndham bringing it up. Wildcats on a 7-0 run here with 9:56 remaining. Green wanted to shoot the three, I think. Instead, it goes to his left to Singleton. Now Wyndham with 8 to shoot. Wyndham on the left wing against Carrington. Rises up with a three. It's an air ball. Rebounded by Blackwell. Here's Garlock feeding it inside. Winner shot blocked, but there's a foul. Clayton
coming over for the
block.
defensive help and blocking the shot, but getting called for the foul. And that missed three by Wyndham could have been a big momentum changer for the Cats.
72-56 the score. Wisconsin leading. Winner at the free throw line, where he's 2 for 2. First one up and good. Jaden Reed, Arrington Page in. Tyler Kropp and Jordan Clayton are out.
That group did a nice job of getting that lead below 20.
Blackwell out for Wisconsin, and along with Carrington. And Winner makes both the free throws. 74-56. So an 18-point game with 9.5 remaining. Jaden Reed met by Boyd. Looks right. There's Green. Green shovels to his left to Page. Back to Green. Under the basket. Looks around. Try to drop it weak side. In traffic, Wyndham gets fouled as he was battling for that ball.
Green a little off balance there. Shovels the pass to Wyndham, and Cats got a break there.
That's his score.
Now on Winter, his fourth, he goes out. Rhodey goes out. Blackwell got a breather. He's back in. Martinelli's back in for the Wildcats. And Reed inbounds Page. Puts up a jumper. Good from the right corner. 74-58. 9:05 to go.
All right, if you're a Cats now, you want to dig in and get a stop here.
And the ball knocked away. The Cats have it in the front court, and Page trying to get it to a cutting Singleton, threw it away.
And Chris Collins is saying to Page, you had John Blackwell back, take that in and dunk over and be aggressive. Instead, the Cats turn it over.
That was a chance to cut it to 14 right there. 8:50 to go, 74-58. Boyd crosses midcourt, feeds Rapp, and now Blackwell circles to the top. Off to Bielyauskas, and now falling down, Janicki saves it to Rapp. Off to Boyd, into traffic, turns, fires, in and out, rebound Page. Here comes Reed across the midcourt line, 8:27 to go. Out to Green for three, no. And the rebound grabbed back by Page. Page circles back, throws it up off the window, no good.
Tough shot.
And the rebound taken by Blackwell. Now a couple of chances there. Now Wisconsin throws it away. Blackwell threw it off the backboard. Here's Green driving in. Sends it back out, nobody home, and it's a run out here for Wisconsin as Boyd scoops it in.
Bad turnover there by Max Green, who was going to take the shot, jumps in the air, and he gets defended, and he throws it right into the Wisconsin defender's hand. And
10th turnover by the Cats, 76-58. 7:40 to go. There's Green. It's for Reed at the logo. It's a screen from Page. Drives left, stops, fires a three. It's no good. Another rebound, Bielyauskas. Janicki the other way for Wisconsin. Falling down, lost the ball. Green and out of bounds to the Wildcats. And we get a timeout. The under 8 timeout here with 7:23 to go. And the Cats are drawing a little bit closer here. Ozinga's purpose to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they are the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support in this great cause. Go Cats. 7:23 left. Wisconsin 76, Northwestern 58. The Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. KCT Credit Union, now a division of Consumers Credit Union. Visit kctcu.org. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Listen to me, Lou Manfredini, on House Smarts Radio, Saturday mornings from 6 to 10 on WGN.
Let's quickly get a check of other scores back in our studios. Mark Harmon.
All right, real fast, Dave. Minnesota beat Indiana 73-64. First loss for the Hoosiers. UCLA and Washington coming up. Winners in state tonight, Illinois State, Southern Illinois. Arkansas Pine Bluff beat UIC.
Thank you, Mark. Here it is 76-58. Wisconsin, 7:23 to go. Wildcats opening the Big Ten season. They have won 4 of their last 5 Big Ten openers, including that unforgettable 92-88 overtime win over number 1 Purdue 2 years ago. Last year, they lost a heartbreaker at the buzzer at Iowa by 1 point. Their last conference opening win on the road came 3 years ago at Michigan State. They've won 8 of their last 12 Big Ten openers, but they need a rally here, down 76-58, 7:18 to go. They have the ball.
And they've had their opportunities here in the second half.
Here's Nick Martinelli handing it off to Angelo Cherovino. Looks right wing Singleton. Feeds it to Page at the elbow of the ball, knocked away, saved by Singleton. 12 to shoot. Singleton sends it to Page, straight on 3, no good. And the rebound comes to Rapp for Wisconsin. Boyd the other way for the Badgers. Boyd down the lane for a driving layup.
And the Cats have come up empty on their last 3 offensive possessions, which really could have changed the complexion of this ball game. And Boyd scores.
The lead back up to 20 with 6:39 to go. Page to Reed, circling right, turns the corner, goes up, shot off the rim. Page the rebound, put it back up, and that one rims home for Arrington Page, who's got 16, 78-58, 6:23 to go. Wisconsin by 20. Here's Boyd to Rhodey. Rhodey's bounce off of Singleton, deflects right to Page, who gets tripped on his way to the basket. Lands hard, and his teammates rush over to help him to his feet. I think he's okay. Rhodey the foul. Second on him. 7th team foul. 2 shots coming up here for Page.
Well, Cats still fighting away at decreasing this lead, Dave, and 6:10 left. They're down by 18, and
free throw, no good by Page.
I'm going to say, as Lenny Kravitz saying, it's not over till it's over, but the Cats need to make up some ground quickly here.
Well, 12 points is sort of that zone where you feel like you got a shot, right? So that free throw is good, and right now it's 17 points. 78-61 Wisconsin, 6:08 to go. Boyd brings the ball up. Clayton guarding. Up to Rapp, and now here's Blackwell. And work it back around with the right to Boyd. Boyd drives into traffic, can't get a shot up, goes back to Rapp, shot clock at 8. Now here's Rhodey out near the logo with 6, with 5. To Rapp, 3 from the right, good. Rapp with his third of the game, his first points this half, 81-61.
Tough shot by Rapp, but something that he can do.
As Clayton looks right for Singleton. Holds and looks. Now Trey, left-hand dribble, drives down the lane. Lost the ball as he gets knocked down, and Wisconsin heads the other way. Here's Boyd, coast to coast. Missed the shot, deflected out of their head. Was redirected by Page. Here's Clayton to the other end. He puts it up. Count it. Oh, let's see. Is there a foul? Yes.
Yes.
As Clayton scores.
Nice take by Jordan Clayton.
I think Jordan Clayton's had his best game of the season tonight.
Well, and he's had some little injury problems, which has kept him out of some games since we played in West Virginia. But anytime he gets on the floor, he's just been a positive asset for the Cats.
Foul on Blackwell. Clayton, the and one. It's good. 3-point play, Jordan Clayton, 17-point lead for Wisconsin. Here's Winter back in, replacing Bill Yauskis for the Wildcats. Jake West is in. Singleton gets a breather. 5:03 to go, 81-64. Here is Rapp kicking to the corner. Blackwell quickly. Boyd, a three in and out. Rebound Martinelli. Stumbling, feeding Cherubino off to West. To Clayton, a straight on three, no good. And long rebound up for grabs. Out of bounds, Wisconsin ball. Cherubino trying to catch it, but couldn't quite get to it before it trickled out of bounds right in front of us. 4:42 on the clock, 81-64. Inbounds pass goes from Rapp to Boyd. Jogs into the front court. Played by the freshman Jake West. Looks for Winter. Now Blackwell on the right wing. Blackwell to Rapp. Underhand scoop to Boyd. Boyd started right, drives back left, drops it to Rapp. Out to Rhodey. Angles a pass to Winter at the top. Out to Boyd. Left baseline drive. Air ball. Rebound by Blackwell. He missed it. Martinelli grabs the loose ball. Cats with the ball down 17. Here's Cherubino. Scooping to Clayton, who stepped on the sideline. Turnover, Northwestern. That's turnover number 12.
And again, Cats have had some opportunities to whittle this lead down, Dave, but they've either taken some forced quick shots or made unfortunate turnovers at the wrong time.
4 minutes to go, 81-64, Wisconsin. Boyd across the midcourt line, gets a screen from Winter, feeds Rapp between the rings. Now off to Rhodey, hard bounce inside, too far for Rapp. Turnover, Wisconsin. Timeout with 4:06 remaining. I checked that, 3:51 remaining in the game. It's Wisconsin leading 81-64. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com. 81-64 Wisconsin, 3:51 to go. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield at 720 WGN.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action at our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
For schedules, scores, and all things Northwestern athletics, visit nusports.com. Now back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Emmett.
The Libman Mop crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator.
And there's been a lot of slippage on the floor here. The Libman Mop crew could have done a little cleanup here.
Yep. Well, the Cats have been scrambling on the floor for loose balls. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. It's Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
It's Andy Mazur. We're your home for the Blackhawks, Northwestern football and basketball, the NFL, and Hampton OB. This is AM 720 WGN Chicago.
81-64 Wisconsin, 3:51 to go as the Cats have the ball. Jordan Clayton sends it ahead to Trace Singleton, left wing, now to Page at the top. Swings it right to Shervino. Hard bounce intended inside for Martinelli. It was kicked out of bounds by Wisconsin. 3:41 on the clock. Clayton looking to get it in. Got it into Page. Quick jumper. Good again. He loves that right side mid-range jumper, and he's hit 3 of those tonight. It's 81-66 to lead down to 15.
Yeah, the terrific out-of-bounds play for the Cats to get him those open shots.
Now here's Blackwell, jump pass to the right corner to Boyd with Singleton on him. And now Boyd stops in the lane. That's it to Rhodey. Now left baseline. Rapp has his pass stolen away by Page. Off to Singleton. Singleton trying to feed it into Martinelli as it kicked out of bounds by Rhodey.
Well, 15-point deficit, 3:07 remaining.
It's
still some time left, still some hope.
Well, certainly as close as the Cats have been for a long, long time. The bounce pass goes from Martinelli to Clayton at the logo. Bouncing back to Nick, left of the lane. Goes up and scores with the left hand. And now it's 81-68, 2:53 to go. Here's Blackwell. A little game pressure on these guys now.
Well, Wisconsin now will just run their offense, take time for execution to run some time off the clock.
Here's Boyd. Goes up with a finger roll and scores with left hand.
Yeah, hesitation dribble there.
It ends a 7-0 Northwestern run. 83-68, 2.5 left. Clayton finding Martinelli, curling to the top. Back to Jordan Clayton. Driving, underhand scoop Page. Page bobbles the ball. He got fouled with 2:17 to go.
Yeah, Austin Rapp trying to strip Page as he goes into his shooting motion there. And he is going to the charity stripe. Boyd and Blackwell, so difficult to defend. A very tough backcourt.
All right.
And Chris Collins talked about it in the pregame show as we were talking to him about their ability to get downhill and get to the basket. And they've done that with regularity here this evening.
Free throw good by Page. 20 points for him. And he makes them both. 83-70. 13-point game, 2:14 to go. Here's Rapp handing it off Boyd, who's had a big second half. And Boyd goes up, and he scores again on the same move. And that finger roll with the left hand.
Yeah, he's strong left hand, right to left crossover dribble, and he gets by Trey Singleton. That's a tough coverage for Singleton.
The ball taken away here by Rhodey for Wisconsin, but I think it's going to stay
kick
with
ball.
the Cats. It was kicked. Meantime, Boyd has 20 points, 18 since halftime. And of course, it was Blackwell who had 23 in the first half, and he's only got 3 this half. Martinelli will inbound, 1:50 to go. Pats are down 15. Goes into Clayton. Clayton looks for Shervino, drives right to the basket, goes up over the rim, no good. Martinelli to follow, no. And there's a Wisconsin foul as Martinelli got his own rebound. And a foul on Rapp.
Well, what a tale of two halves from a scoring standpoint. Wisconsin puts up a lot of points at half. I want to say 50 points.
55 to be exact.
55 points at half. And
the Cats have outscored them 38-30 here in the second half. Martinelli missing at the line.
And they're just 2 points below their average for the season. But the Cats have done a better job of controlling the pace of the game here in the second half, but just too many missed opportunities with missed shots and turnovers that have prevented them from really cutting down this lead.
Martinelli makes 1 of 2. He's got 14 points. Max Green in for the Wildcats. And Singleton went out. 1:35 to go, 85-71 Wisconsin. Here's Rhodey. Cross-court feed Winter. Now left side for Blackwell. Blackwell slipping a little bit. Blackwell with 12 to shoot. 1:20 for the game. Blackwell will put up a 3. No good. Rebound chased down by Rhodey. Up top, Rapp a 3. That's no good. And the rebound up for grabs and out of bounds. 3 Wildcats converging, and none of them could control it. Out of bounds to Wisconsin. Martinelli out, Mullins in. There's Bilyauskas in for Winter for Wisconsin. And Phoenix Gill, the freshman, coming in for the Wildcats, replacing Angelo Cherubino. So Phoenix playing in his 4th game. Jack Janicki in for the Badgers, replacing Blackwell, who ends his night with 26 points. 5 threes all in the first half. Bilyauskas hands it to Boyd. Guarded by Clayton. We tick towards the final minute. Boyd standing dribble at the Wisconsin logo. Started left. Tries to drive on Clayton. Looks around up top. And Janicki puts up a runner. Back rim. No good. Rebound taken by Green. 47 seconds to go. 19-second differential shot clock to game clock. 40 seconds for the game. Here's Gill. Stops in the lane, feeds Clayton out on top. Now to Tyler Kropp. Shot clock down to 12. Green with it. Feeds it to Kropp with 8 to shoot. Puts up a jumper. It's no good. And the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats with 24.6.
Well, Dave, we talk about the 55 points in the first half. The Cats gave up just a little too much to overcome, but they played much better here in the second half. Just couldn't get some shots to go down that they might typically make. But give Wisconsin credit for how they played this evening.
Greg Gard now clearing his bench. Hayden Jones, Ricardo Greppi, Isaac Gard, his son, Jack Robeson, all in. And Clayton inbounds to Green. Bounces it back to Mullins. Little floater in the lane, no good. Got his own rebound, missed again. Kropp the follow, got it with 15.9, 85-73. Well, they finally got it down to 12, but with only 13 seconds to go. Jones brings it down for Wisconsin, down to 7 seconds. Hayden Jones out of New Zealand will let the final seconds tick off the clock here, and that is it. Chris Collins and Greg Gard, the handshake. This ball game is over, and the Wildcats will start the Big Ten season 0-1, and they lose back-to-back games for the first time this season, falling to the Badgers here tonight by a final score of 85-73. Stay with us. Our post-game show is coming up. Tonight's broadcast of Northwestern basketball was presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank, an official bank of Northwestern Athletics.